Seniors, eat this every morning to stop leg muscle loss, naturally. Dr. Alan Mandel. Please, I urge you to pause whatever activities currently occupy your attention, for the insights I am poised to share possess the profound capacity to fundamentally reshape your relationship with movement, altering how you walk, how you move, and indeed how you navigate life itself, not just for today, but for every single day henceforth. In a world where conventional medical advice often feels reductive, where many healthcare professionals might simply offer a basic brochure on calcium and consider their duty fulfilled, I stand before you today to unveil information that the broader mainstream medical dialogue regrettably overlooks. My focus will be on specific, accessible foods, which, when strategically incorporated into your morning routine, hold the genuine power to not only halt, but astonishingly, even reverse the gradual and often silent deterioration of muscle tissue occurring within your legs at this very moment. And yes, I deliberately chose the word reverse because it is an absolute truth. It is unequivocally not too late to reclaim your strength and vitality. My name is Dr. Mandel, and for many decades, I have dedicated my career to working closely with countless patients who had been led, often mistakenly, to believe that their increasing weakness, their noticeable lack of stability, the growing difficulty they experienced climbing stairs, or their struggles simply getting up from a seated position were merely an inevitable, unavoidable consequence of the aging process. This pervasive belief, I can assure you, stands as one of the most detrimental and harmful falsehoods ever propagated, a misconception that has unnecessarily limited the lives of millions. Today, we are not just going to challenge this notion, we are going to dismantle it entirely, revealing a path to renewed strength and independence. Consider for a moment the remarkable possibility that consuming just one remarkably simple food item before the clock strikes 8 a.m. could possess the extraordinary ability to slow the biological aging process of your leg muscles by a staggering margin, potentially nearly a decade. What I am referring to is neither a complex pharmaceutical medication nor an array of costly, specialized dietary supplements that are difficult to source. Instead, I am speaking of a fundamental, universally familiar meal component, something that almost every individual has encountered or consumed at some point in their lives. Yet, paradoxically, the vast majority of people unconsciously disregard or skip this crucial element every single morning, completely unaware of the profound impact their oversight is having on their long-term muscular health and overall mobility. Before we delve deeply into these transformative revelations, I would genuinely appreciate it if you could share where you are joining us from today. I personally commit to reading and absorbing every single comment posted on this channel without exception. So, as we prepare to embark on this important discussion, I extend a personal invitation to you. Please share your age, and more importantly, what is that one cherished physical activity that you steadfastly refuse to abandon, regardless of the challenges or circumstances? Whether it involves the simple pleasure of taking your beloved dog for a leisurely walk, the joyful exuberance of dancing with your grandchildren, or the serene satisfaction of tending to your cherished garden, please take a moment to share your response in the comments section below. Your insights truly matter, and I am genuinely eager to hear them. By sharing our experiences and aspirations, we can collectively forge a healthier, more robust future, built on informed choices and mutual support. Groundbreaking new research has begun to shed light on an astonishing connection. The simple act of incorporating this singular food item into your morning meal regimen may significantly empower adults over the age of 60 to preserve invaluable strength in their legs, profoundly enhance their stability, effectively prevent those disruptive and often painful leg cramps that plague nighttime hours, and even dramatically reduce the overall risk of debilitating muscle loss by as much as an impressive 72%. It is a somber reality that millions of older adults, often in quiet resignation, eventually find themselves reliant on wheelchairs, dependent on walkers for mobility, or tragically facing a permanent loss of their cherished independence and freedom of movement. movement, all stemming from this often misunderstood condition. The most disheartening aspect of this truth is that the vast majority of these individuals remain completely unaware that this impactful food even exists as a viable solution. Compounding this tragedy, many inadvertently exacerbate their own physical predicament by consuming precisely the wrong types of foods as the very first meal of their day, unknowingly accelerating the very decline they wish to avoid. So, I must pose this critical question to you. Could you, without realizing it, be inadvertently weakening your foundational leg muscles each and every morning simply by consistently skipping this vital nutritional component? I implore you to continue watching this video until its absolute conclusion. Not only will I meticulously detail precisely what you should be consuming immediately upon waking, but I will also generously share 5 incredibly simple yet profoundly effective breakfast ideas that can serve as your steadfast allies in maintaining remarkable strength, impeccable balance, and cherished independence well into your vibrant 60s and far beyond. And I must add that final item on my list. It genuinely has the potential to astonish and delight you. The experience of feeling your legs gradually diminish in strength day after day is not an unchangeable fate that you are compelled to accept. Reaching the age of 60 absolutely does not signify an inevitable forfeiture of your innate ability to walk with unwavering confidence, to maintain a steadfast sense of balance, or to live your life autonomously and without assistance. The overwhelmingly positive news, the beacon of hope in this conversation, is that you possess the inherent capacity to actively reverse this often assumed process of decline. And perhaps the most liberating aspect of this discovery, it necessitates absolutely no pharmaceutical medications, no investment in expensive, specialized equipment, and certainly no grueling, high-intensity workouts that might seem intimidating or unattainable. The transformative journey towards renewed strength and vitality begins with something remarkably small, yet possesses an incredibly profound power: your very first meal of the day. It might sound disarmingly simple or even overly familiar in its concept, but the strategic choice of consuming the right breakfast can either serve as an unwavering protector of your precious leg muscles, or conversely, quietly and insidiously wear them down over the relentless march of time. This particular dynamic is precisely what nutrition experts across the globe are most deeply concerned about in contemporary health discussions. Regrettably, the vast majority of adults over the age of 60 are approaching breakfast entirely incorrectly. They either choose to skip it altogether, substituting it with beverages like coffee that offer minimal nutritional support, or they opt for nutrient-poor foods such as highly processed white bread, which do little to fuel the body effectively. Even more concerning, many adopt the mindset of saying, "I'll eat later and just sip on water for now," further delaying vital nutrient intake. What invariably happens next within the intricate biological system of your body is a critical and often detrimental process. The body enters what is known as a catabolic state. In this physiological condition, deprived of immediate external energy sources, your body begins the counterproductive process of breaking down its own muscle tissue to generate the necessary energy to sustain essential functions. And the crucial question here is, do you know which specific muscle groups are targeted first and most aggressively in this energy scavenging process? Alarmingly, it is precisely your leg muscles, the very foundational muscles that grant you the indispensable ability to walk with purpose, to stand upright with stability, to maintain your essential balance, and critically, to prevent potentially dangerous falls. A compelling study conducted by researchers at Tufts University yielded truly remarkable results, demonstrating unequivocally that seniors who consistently incorporated a nutritiously rich breakfast, meticulously crafted with the right synergistic ingredients, were able to recover an astonishing amount of their leg strength, up to 35%, in a remarkably short span of just 8 weeks. The most encouraging aspect of this revelation is that these potent muscle-supporting foods are not only readily affordable, but also effortlessly accessible, frequently found in any standard grocery store. In all likelihood, you have encountered them countless times throughout your life. The critical difference, the game changer, lies not in their novelty, but in understanding how to combine them effectively and, more importantly, when to consume them for optimal physiological benefit. In the ensuing minutes, I am committed to sharing with you 5 remarkably simple yet profoundly powerful meal concepts that have been rigorously scrutinized and scientifically proven to be instrumental in preserving the integrity of your crucial leg muscles, in restoring your often diminished sense of balance, in providing much-needed relief from persistent cramping, and in significantly improving your overall strength before it has a chance to dissipate further. And as we approach the very culmination of this video, I will unveil a rather unusual yet incredibly effective food item that has been credited with helping hundreds of older adults fundamentally regain their mobility and independence with the inclusion of just a small, modest serving each morning. Therefore, if you currently harbor the belief that lost muscle mass is an irreversible condition, an unrecoverable deficit, I urge you to remain with me through this presentation. It is highly probable that your perspective will undergo a significant and empowering shift after absorbing the forthcoming information. Herein lies the undeniable reality of our physiology as we age. After reaching the age of 60, your body, through natural biological processes, begins an accelerated decline in muscle mass, a phenomenon particularly pronounced and impactful in your legs. This condition, medically identified as sarcopenia, represents a pervasive and significant root cause of a multitude of age-related challenges, including persistent mobility problems, increasing difficulty walking even moderate distances, pronounced struggles when attempting to stand up from a seated position, a concerning loss of balance, and ultimately, the potential necessity of relying on mobility aids such as canes, walkers, or even requiring full-time care. What renders this particular form of muscle loss most concerning and insidious is its profoundly silent nature. Sarcopenia does not manifest with acute pain, there is no accompanying fever, and it typically offers no clear overt warning signs. Instead, it subtly and stealthily creeps into your life, almost imperceptibly. One day, you might notice your legs feel slightly heavier than usual. On another, you might experience a slight stumble or loss of footing when stepping off a curb, a seemingly minor incident. Your internal monologue, often a product of societal conditioning, might whisper, "I'm just getting older," a dismissive rationalization. You might begin to unconsciously rely on your arms to push yourself up from chairs or beds, compensating for the diminishing strength in your lower limbs. However, this self-diagnosis is not entirely accurate. It is imperative to understand that aging itself, in isolation, does not inherently weaken your legs. Rather, it is the insidious and progressive loss of vital muscle tissue that is the true culprit behind this decline. The National Institute on Aging issues a stark warning, emphasizing that adults over the age of 60 are at risk of losing up to a staggering 13% of their crucial leg muscle mass in as little as a decade if no proactive measures are undertaken to counteract this process. And the implications of this decline extend far beyond mere physical strength or aesthetic appearance. When the essential muscles in your legs begin to shrink and atrophy, a cascading series of negative effects ensues. Your balance undeniably worsens, your walking speed markedly decreases, and perhaps most critically, your inherent risk of suffering a fall skyrockets dramatically. Furthermore, systemic circulation within your body can decline, overall mobility diminishes, stubborn belly fat often increases, crucial bone density decreases, and even the fundamental quality of your sleep and cognitive memory functions can suffer significantly. The emotional toll associated with feeling increasingly confined and trapped within a body that no longer responds and cooperates as it once did can be profoundly devastating, stripping away independence and quality of life. Now let us delve into why this particular issue of muscle loss holds such paramount significance, specifically in the morning hours. Following a typical night's rest, approximately 7 to 9 hours of sleep, your body enters a physiological state of fasting. During this prolonged period, without external nutrient intake, if your body does not receive a prompt and adequate supply of fuel, it initiates a critical and potentially dangerous process. It begins to utilize its own precious muscle tissue as a primary source of energy. This process, as previously mentioned, is the catabolic state, and it is particularly detrimental for seniors whose inherent muscle regeneration processes are already naturally slower and less efficient due to age-related physiological changes. If you fail to interrupt and effectively cease this catabolic phase with the timely consumption of a properly formulated, nutrient-rich breakfast, your vital leg muscles will, quite literally, weaken progressively even before your day has truly commenced. Given that your legs house some of the largest and most critical muscle groups within your entire body, the gradual erosion of this muscle mass has far-reaching consequences beyond mere weakness. Losing leg muscle profoundly disrupts your metabolic processes, significantly reduces efficient blood circulation throughout your body, and triggers an unfortunate chain reaction of interconnected issues, manifesting as frequent and painful cramps, uncomfortable tingling sensations, persistent numbness, increasingly unsteady steps, and a general decline in crucial coordination abilities. This is precisely why so many older adults, even those who are not afflicted by severe chronic illnesses, gradually become weak, fragile, and increasingly dependent on others over time. The encouraging and empowering news, however, is that your body possesses an incredible capacity for recovery and regeneration, provided you act early and decisively. By making the deliberate choice to consume the right types of foods at the most opportune times, you can proactively rebuild lost muscle tissue, substantially improve your balance, significantly reduce the incidence of debilitating cramps, and progressively regain your cherished independence, one deliberate step at a time. So please, continue watching. In the very next segment, I will reveal the specific foods that leading scientists and nutritional experts refer to as the natural allies of your leg muscles, along with precise breakfast options that hold the potential to fundamentally transform your strength, enhance your posture, and reignite your confidence after the age of 60. Consider the illustrative case of David, a man of 69 years, who enjoyed a distinguished career as a retired construction engineer. In his younger years, David possessed an almost boundless vigor, effortlessly climbing towering scaffolds and embarking on challenging hikes across vast landscapes without ever succumbing to fatigue. Yet, in recent times, even the simple act of extricating himself from bed each morning had become an increasingly arduous and demoralizing struggle. His knees, once robust, now felt persistently stiff, his feet often heavy or disturbingly numb, and his very first steps upon waking were characterized by an unnerving slowness and pronounced unsteadiness, akin to the laborious effort required to coax a rusty, antiquated machine into motion. One fateful morning, a seemingly innocuous incident occurred. He tripped over his own porch step while simply reaching for the daily newspaper. The fall itself, thankfully, was not serious, resulting in no major injuries, but the visceral experience of losing control profoundly frightened him. It served as a stark, unwelcome realization that he was gradually losing something far more profound than just physical agility. He was losing his fundamental confidence in his own body. His attentive wife, with her keen observational skills, also began to notice the subtle yet undeniable changes. His once purposeful stride had perceptibly slowed, his familiar morning walks transformed into tentative, shaky excursions. He found himself increasingly needing both hands to push himself laboriously from the depths of the couch, a clear sign of diminishing leg strength. The simple joy he once derived from his morning strolls evaporated, replaced by a growing reluctance. Then came the insidious onset of nightly leg cramps, sharp, painful spasms that frequently disrupted his sleep and further eroded his quality of life. David had no serious underlying illness, no diagnosed diabetes, no debilitating arthritis. What he was experiencing was a phenomenon that many medical practitioners quietly refer to as the after 60 phase, a period when the natural process of muscle loss silently yet powerfully accelerates, particularly targeting the crucial leg muscles that bear the entirety of your body's weight and provide indispensable stabilization for every single step you take. Following the unsettling experience of his fall, David, with a renewed sense of urgency, embarked on a determined quest for answers. He engaged in thoughtful conversations with a knowledgeable nutritionist, immersed himself in a plethora of informative articles, and diligently watched numerous health-related videos, meticulously sifting through information. It was during this period of intense research that he stumbled upon a profound realization, a truth he had never previously considered. The enduring strength and resilience of your legs are profoundly and intrinsically dependent upon what you choose to consume as your very first meal of the day. Armed with this newfound understanding, David courageously began to systematically overhaul his established morning routine. The days of habitually skipping breakfast were unequivocally over. The habit of simply relying on black coffee on an empty stomach became a relic of the past. In their place, he consciously began to incorporate foods that were richly endowed with the precise nutrients his hardworking muscles were so desperately craving, nutrients essential for restoring healthy circulation, meticulously rebuilding damaged tissue, and steadily regaining his precious balance. Within a mere 3 weeks of consistent adherence to this new regimen, David began to observe tangible, undeniable differences in his physical capabilities. The once arduous act of getting up from a chair felt remarkably easier. His steps became noticeably lighter, imbued with a newfound spring, and the tormenting night cramps, which had so frequently disrupted his sleep, miraculously disappeared altogether. Soon, with a rekindled sense of joy and freedom, he found himself once again confidently walking laps around the local park. By the end of 2 months, his progress was nothing short of extraordinary. He was consistently walking a full 2 kilometers every single morning without needing to pause or rest, a feat he had thought impossible just weeks prior. These days, filled with gratitude, he frequently turns to his wife and, with a genuine smile, proclaims, "I feel like I have got my legs back." With just one relatively simple yet profoundly impactful dietary adjustment, and without the need for any medication or extensive physical therapy, David successfully reclaimed his strength, revitalized his energy levels, and re-established his cherished independence in his 60s, an accomplishment that most people mistakenly believe is utterly impossible at that age. And I assure you, with unwavering conviction, that the same transformative potential lies within your grasp. You do not require a stroke of luck or a fortuitous twist of fate. What you truly need is simply the right, informed start to your day. Now let us transition our focus to the specific, powerful breakfast foods that played such a pivotal role in David's remarkable transformation and continue to assist thousands of other seniors in their journey toward building stronger, more stable, and more resilient legs. First on our list, an undeniably essential and surprisingly potent choice: whole eggs. There exists scarcely any food item that is both as effortlessly prepared and as remarkably effective for the crucial task of rebuilding and rejuvenating leg muscles as a perfectly cooked egg. Eggs are an exceptional nutritional powerhouse, containing virtually all of the essential amino acids that your body critically requires for comprehensive muscle repair and growth. However, the true concentrated power and nutritional density of the egg lie not just in its white, but profoundly within its vibrant yolk. The yolk is a treasure trove of vital micronutrients, generously loaded with a spectrum of beneficial compounds, including vitamin D, vitamin B12, choline, and particularly leucine, a critically important branched-chain amino acid that acts as a key trigger for initiating muscle protein synthesis, the fundamental biological process by which new muscle tissue is created. This attribute is absolutely vital for proactively preventing the insidious and progressive loss of leg muscle that becomes increasingly common after the age of 60. Groundbreaking research emanating from the University of Illinois vividly demonstrated this impact. Seniors who consistently incorporated just 2 eggs into their daily diet for a period of 8 weeks experienced notable and statistically significant improvements in their leg strength and, critically, their functional independence. Beyond their muscle-building prowess, eggs also provide robust support to your essential neuromuscular system, directly contributing to improved coordination, enhanced balance, and a more confident gait, all while simultaneously reducing your overall risk of potentially debilitating falls. The generous presence of vitamin B12 within the egg yolk plays a crucial protective role for your delicate nerve coatings, thereby enhancing the efficiency and speed of communication pathways between your brain and your muscles, ensuring that your steps become smoother, more deliberate, and notably steadier. Furthermore, eggs deliver a highly absorbable form of iron, a mineral essential for boosting efficient blood flow and ensuring optimal oxygen delivery to your hardworking leg muscles, a vital physiological process that is often compromised and deficient in older adults. For maximizing these profound benefits, it is highly recommended to consume the entire egg, including the nutrient-dense yolk, within a crucial 1-hour window of waking up. Boiled eggs are an ideal preparation method as they meticulously retain all essential nutrients without the addition of unnecessary fats. For those seeking variety, consider preparing scrambled eggs artfully combined with fresh spinach or ripe tomatoes, both of which are rich in protective antioxidants and essential magnesium, minerals that collectively contribute to safeguarding the health and function of your lower body muscles. Each morning, that single, unassuming egg transcends the role of mere breakfast. It transforms into your steadfast, proactive defense against the silent and often unheeded decline of muscle mass. Maintain this simple consistency for 30 days, and you will, with high probability, distinctly notice the difference. Fewer disruptive cramps, unequivocally stronger legs, and a greater effortless ease in standing up without reliance on external assistance. Next, let us explore the profound benefits of a humble yet remarkably effective breakfast combination. Oatmeal topped generously with chia seeds. While eggs deliver a rapid and potent dose of muscle-building fuel, oatmeal provides a sustained and consistent supply of essential nutrients that unequivocally support optimal muscle function throughout the morning hours. When thoughtfully combined with the extraordinary power of chia seeds, this modest breakfast transforms into an exceptionally potent and strategic tool for seniors who are proactively seeking to preserve invaluable leg strength, effectively prevent age-related muscle loss, and significantly improve their circulatory health. Beta-glucan, a highly beneficial soluble fiber found in abundant quantities in oats, performs multiple critical functions. It actively reduces systemic inflammation, significantly enhances the absorption of crucial nutrients into your muscle tissues, and plays a vital role in stabilizing erratic blood sugar levels. This latter benefit is particularly important for adults over the age of 60, whose metabolic rates have a tendency to slow down, making blood sugar regulation more challenging. Chia seeds contribute an impressive array of additional benefits, providing a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, potassium, and magnesium, all of which are absolutely crucial for maintaining proper, efficient muscle contractions and ensuring flawless nerve signaling. Furthermore, they are highly effective in preventing those irritating and often painful leg cramps, particularly the nocturnal spasms that frequently disrupt essential sleep patterns. Magnesium, often lauded as the muscle relaxation mineral, plays a critical role in easing tight, contracted muscles, effectively reducing overall stiffness, and crucially supporting stable balance throughout your active active day. Potassium, on the other hand, ensures that vital oxygen and essential nutrients are efficiently delivered to even the smallest and most intricate muscles within your legs by supporting a delicate yet crucial electrolyte balance and optimizing overall circulation. Preparing this remarkably beneficial breakfast is refreshingly simple. Cook approximately 3 tablespoons of rolled oats with either water or your preferred nut milk until they achieve a soft, creamy consistency. Then, simply stir in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. For an added touch of natural sweetness and a boost of antioxidants, consider optionally adding slices of banana or a handful of fresh blueberries. Consuming this warm, nourishing breakfast within 1 hour of waking allows seniors to experience tangible improvements, including better balance while standing or ascending stairs, a marked reduction in the frequency and intensity of leg cramps, and a noticeable increase in overall endurance throughout the entire day. The nocturnal cramps, a common complaint among older adults, often significantly decrease, serving as a clear indicator that your muscles are finally receiving the precise nutrients they require for optimal recovery and sustained function. Therefore, oatmeal, when strategically combined with chia seeds, transcends the definition of merely a healthy breakfast. It provides a robust, foundational platform for adults over 60 to confidently maintain their essential strength, cherish their hard-won independence, and embrace a vibrantly active lifestyle. Third on our list of muscle-supporting morning foods are bananas, frequently and aptly referred to as nature's ultimate electrolyte powerhouse, and for very compelling reasons. Their exceptionally high potassium content positions them as an ideal and highly effective food for proactively preventing troublesome leg cramps, providing robust support for efficient circulation, promoting smooth and coordinated muscle contractions, and crucially, maintaining the foundational strength of your legs as you age. Consuming a banana relatively soon after waking up is considered optimal, as this particular time of day is often when your body's reserves of key essential minerals are at their lowest point. A medium-sized banana typically furnishes approximately 400 milligrams of potassium, which constitutes about 10% of your daily required intake. Potassium is an indispensable mineral, playing a pivotal role in maintaining the delicate electrical balance within your muscle cell membranes, a physiological mechanism that allows your muscles to contract and relax smoothly and efficiently. Without a sufficient supply of potassium, your muscles may misfire, spasm involuntarily, or twitch uncomfortably while you are relaxing, a pervasive issue for many older adults, particularly those who are taking diuretics or experience reduced mineral absorption due to age or other health conditions. Compelling research conducted by Harvard University revealed a striking correlation. Seniors who regularly incorporated bananas into their diet were a remarkable 33% less likely to experience leg cramps compared to those whose diets lacked sufficient potassium-rich foods. Beyond potassium, bananas also contribute a valuable amount of vitamin B6, a nutrient that actively supports optimal nerve communication pathways between your brain and your muscles, thereby enhancing both coordination and balance during ambulation. However, it is important to note that not everyone can consume bananas without consideration. Individuals diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, those with specific blood sugar concerns, or patients with kidney disease should exercise a degree of caution, as an excessive intake of potassium can potentially impact glucose levels or, in rare cases, affect heart rhythm. In such circumstances, opting for a smaller or slightly underripe banana is generally preferable, as it contains less sugar and a higher proportion of resistant starch, which promotes slower digestion and consequently more stable blood glucose levels. The optimal time to consume a banana is typically after your main breakfast, rather than on an entirely empty stomach, and it can be thoughtfully paired with oatmeal, chia seeds, or Greek yogurt to further enhance nutrient absorption and help maintain consistently balanced energy levels throughout the morning. For the vast majority of healthy seniors, consuming one small banana in the morning is entirely sufficient to provide comprehensive protection for leg muscles, significantly improve overall stability, and effectively slow the natural, age-related process of muscle loss. Bananas are not only affordable and effortlessly easy to digest, but when consumed strategically, they act as a natural protective shield for your legs, steadfastly supporting strength, reinforcing balance, and bolstering your confidence in movement. Fourth on our list, a formidable ally in the fight against nocturnal muscle breakdown, Greek yogurt. This powerhouse breakfast choice is exceptionally effective in combating the slow, insidious muscle breakdown that unfortunately occurs overnight while your body is at rest. In a direct comparison to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt boasts nearly double the protein content and possesses a uniquely thick, luxuriously creamy texture, achieved through a meticulous triple straining process that effectively removes the majority of the liquid whey. For adults over the age of 60, the slow-digesting casein protein, which is abundantly present in Greek yogurt, provides a remarkably steady and prolonged stream of essential amino acids. These amino acids are absolutely critical for both the meticulous maintenance and the active growth of leg muscle tissue. While you are sleeping, your body, as previously discussed, enters a catabolic state, during which it begins to break down existing muscle tissue for energy. This process is exacerbated by age-related hormonal and metabolic changes that render muscle recovery even slower and less efficient. Without an adequate and timely intake of protein first thing in the morning, your muscles, particularly those in your legs, which are inherently vulnerable to weakness stemming from reduced activity and compromised circulation, may continue to deteriorate. A standard 170-gram serving of Greek yogurt typically contains roughly 17 grams of exceptionally high-quality protein, along with a significant amount of leucine, the single most effective amino acid at initiating muscle protein synthesis. Beyond its protein content, Greek yogurt also delivers crucial calcium and vitamin D, both of which are fundamental for supporting robust bone health and optimizing neuromuscular coordination, thereby directly improving your balance and enhancing your walking efficiency. The beneficial probiotics found in yogurt, well known for their extensive gut health benefits, also play a supportive role by enhancing nutrient absorption and reducing systemic inflammation, further aiding optimal leg circulation. A compelling study conducted by Maastricht University in the Netherlands provided clear evidence. Older adults who consistently consumed 20 grams of protein each morning while simultaneously engaging in light physical exercise demonstrated notable and statistically significant improvements in leg strength within a mere 6 weeks, alongside experiencing fewer troublesome night cramps and a markedly better sense of balance. For individuals who experience lactose intolerance or possess digestive sensitivities, lactose-free Greek yogurt or excellent alternatives made from goat or sheep milk are highly recommended. It is crucial to avoid yogurts that contain added sugars, as these can unfortunately promote inflammation, impair effective muscle recovery, and cause undesirable spikes in blood sugar levels. Greek yogurt is best consumed within 1 hour of waking up or shortly after engaging in mild morning physical activity. Enhancing its flavor and nutritional profile further can be achieved by adding unsweetened berries, a sprinkle of warming cinnamon, or a spoonful of chia seeds. With its impressive high protein content, superior digestibility, and remarkable versatility, Greek yogurt stands as a reliable and powerful ally for comprehensively strengthening your leg muscles and ensuring you start your day feeling stable, thoroughly energized, and fully prepared for any activity. Fifth on our list, a crucial addition to your weekly dietary regimen: salmon or other fatty fish. Incorporating salmon or other equally beneficial fatty fish, suchables as mackerel and sardines, into your breakfast routine at least twice a week represents another excellent and highly strategic approach for supporting the intricate process of leg muscle recovery and maintenance after the age of 60. These remarkable fish are exceptionally rich in highly beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, particularly eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, which collectively work to improve insulin sensitivity, significantly reduce pervasive muscle inflammation, and enhance both protein uptake and the crucial synthesis of new muscle tissue. Together, these multifaceted effects empower older adults to effectively maintain their essential leg strength and proactively slow the natural, age-related process of muscle loss. Research published in the esteemed American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed a striking finding. Adults over the age of 65 who consistently consumed 2 servings of fatty fish per week retained an impressive 27% more leg muscle mass compared to those whose diets consisted solely of red meat or who consumed no fish at all. Furthermore, these individuals experienced notable improvements in their walking ability, exhibited better overall balance, and demonstrated a remarkable 36% lower risk of falls directly attributable to leg weakness. Omega-3s play a critical role in counteracting chronic inflammation, a hidden and often overlooked factor that insidiously diminishes lower body strength over time. Salmon is also an outstanding source of highly digestible protein, typically providing around 20 grams per 100 grams when cooked, alongside valuable quantities of vitamins B12 and D, both of which are essential for supporting robust neuromuscular communication and optimizing coordination. A simple and delicious way to prepare salmon for breakfast is by pan-searing fresh salmon fillets in a touch of extra virgin olive oil for approximately 3 to 4 minutes per side, then serving it alongside roasted sweet potatoes, a medley of steamed vegetables, or creamy avocado slices for a truly nutrient-dense, high-protein breakfast. Smoked salmon or high-quality fish oil supplements can serve as viable alternatives if fresh fish is not readily convenient, although consuming whole foods is generally the preferred approach for maximal nutritional benefit. Seniors who experience fat digestion issues, have fatty liver concerns, or manage high cholesterol levels should consider consuming fish earlier in the morning on a mostly empty stomach. It is advisable to start with smaller portions, opt for baked or steamed preparations over fried, and consult with a doctor regarding the potential benefits of digestive enzymes if recommended. Fatty fish not only provides vital protein, but also acts like a natural lubricant for your muscles, helping to keep them supple, resilient, and primed for optimal recovery. Even a single weekly serving can significantly contribute to sustaining leg strength, improving balance, and fostering an active, independent lifestyle. Now, for a truly surprising yet profoundly effective breakfast component, our final recommendation: steamed sweet potatoes lightly sprinkled with natural mineral salt. Unlike many trendy superfoods that come and go, this humble and common kitchen staple holds surprisingly profound physiological benefits. Sweet potatoes are an abundant source of complex carbohydrates, which are absolutely crucial for efficiently replenishing your muscle glycogen stores after the overnight fasting period. Importantly, their starch content does not induce a rapid or undesirable spike in blood sugar, instead providing a steady, sustained release of energy that effectively prevents morning leg fatigue, mitigates cramps, and wards off general weakness. Beyond carbohydrates, sweet potatoes also generously supply essential potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C, a powerful array of nutrients that collectively support healthy circulation, optimize nerve signaling, and enhance overall leg function. Magnesium, as previously highlighted and often dubbed the muscle relaxation mineral, is particularly effective in easing muscle cramps, reducing persistent stiffness, and promoting a stable sense of balance throughout your active day. It is important to distinguish Celtic sea salt from common table salt. Celtic sea salt is unprocessed, meaning it retains more than 80 vital trace minerals, and it plays a key role in maintaining smooth, efficient muscle contractions while effectively replenishing crucial electrolytes. Unlike refined table salt, it does not drastically increase blood pressure, making it a safer and more beneficial choice. A compelling study conducted by the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found that adults who consistently consumed high-fiber breakfasts, such as sweet potatoes paired with mineral-rich salt for a period of 90 days, demonstrated a remarkable 41% improvement in balance and experienced nearly 50% fewer falls. Preparation is exceedingly simple. Sprinkle a small amount of Celtic salt on half of a warm, steamed sweet potato and consume it approximately 10 minutes before your main breakfast, accompanied by a refreshing glass of warm water. Consistently incorporating this practice can significantly reduce sensations of numbness, alleviate bothersome cramps, and lessen shakiness while standing or walking, thereby serving as a subtle yet powerfully supportive system for seniors who are determined to maintain independent, confident, and graceful movement. While the deliberate choice of a nutrient-rich breakfast is of paramount importance, it is equally vital to acknowledge that daily routines and lifestyle habits play an indispensable role in comprehensively preserving leg strength and maintaining optimal balance as we age. Seniors can readily adopt a few simple yet incredibly impactful habits each morning, yielding significant and lasting benefits. First, upon waking, make it a consistent practice to drink a generous glass of warm water with a tiny pinch of natural mineral salt. This simple act serves to rapidly restore essential electrolytes, significantly improves overall circulation throughout the body, helps to calm the nervous system, and proactively helps to prevent the onset of bothersome cramps. Second, dedicate just 3 minutes each morning to perform gentle yet effective leg lift and balance exercises. A straightforward exercise involves lifting one foot approximately 2 to 4 inches off the ground, holding that position for 10 seconds, and then smoothly switching to the other side. This targeted movement effectively strengthens the crucial muscles in your calves, thighs, and hips, while simultaneously enhancing your essential balance. Third, resist the urge to rush abruptly out of bed. Instead, take a moment to practice 3 slow, deep breaths. Sit up gradually and deliberately, and gently rotate your wrists and ankles. This controlled movement serves to gently reactivate circulation and significantly reduces the risk of experiencing dizziness or a potential fall. Fourth, make it a habit to spend just 5 minutes in the gentle morning sunlight. This exposure naturally boosts your body's vital vitamin D production, which in turn strengthens your bones and aids in the crucial absorption of calcium, particularly benefiting the bones in your wrists and ankles. Fifth, and critically, do not delay breakfast. Prolonged fasting, as previously discussed, triggers muscle breakdown and should be actively avoided. If a full meal is not immediately feasible, even a small portion of steamed sweet potato, a single boiled egg, or a bit of oatmeal can effectively shift your body's metabolism toward muscle repair and away from catabolism. By thoughtfully combining these proactive daily habits with the strategically chosen breakfasts we have described, oatmeal with chia seeds, bananas, Greek yogurt, salmon, and sweet potatoes with mineral salt, seniors can achieve remarkable improvements in their leg strength, optimize their circulation, enhance their balance, and effectively prevent the insidious progression of age-related muscle loss. Even seemingly small, consistent actions each morning contribute profoundly to long-term mobility, steadfast stability, and cherished independence. Taking proactive control of your body and making informed choices daily empowers you to maintain confidence, vibrancy, and to fully savor all that life has to offer. Your legs do not have to succumb to the perceived inevitability of age if you consistently provide them with the right targeted nutrition and establish simple yet profoundly effective daily routines. Furthermore, actively sharing your breakfast choices and healthy habits with others can serve as an invaluable source of inspiration, helping fellow seniors discover effective strategies to support their own vital leg health. By staying consistently informed, diligently consuming nutrient-rich foods, and faithfully implementing these powerful habits, you ensure that the ability to walk with unwavering confidence, to maintain impeccable balance, and to live an actively engaged life remains not just a dream, but an achievable reality, long after celebrating your 60th birthday. If today's comprehensive video has provided you with valuable insights and assistance, I would be incredibly grateful if you could take 3 simple yet impactful actions. First, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel right now if you haven't already done so. I am dedicated to releasing empowering videos like this every single week, meticulously crafted to help you proactively take your health into your own capable hands. Second, kindly hit the like button. This small action helps YouTube's algorithm share this crucial information with a wider audience of seniors who desperately need to hear this empowering message. And third, I encourage you to leave a thoughtful comment below, answering this specific question. Which of these 5 morning foods are you most motivated to try first? And what specific physical activity are you most passionately motivated to protect and continue enjoying? Your answers are incredibly valuable to me, as I personally read every single comment, and your input directly helps me understand what topics and concerns I should cover in future videos. For those interested in delving deeper, the scientific references and supporting studies for everything discussed in today's video are meticulously linked in the description below. Take care of your legs, for they are the foundation of your independence.